they say it's very important to have a strong support system in your life. It's very important to have somebody to have your back, just in case some stuff goes wrong. Well, Ric Ellis had a support system in Devin Sparks and in Jameson Stafford, but yet something was missing. You see, I had a very clear idea what I wanted to do when I took out my boss, Impact Adam Ginsberg. I had a very clear idea of where I wanted to go, and I was straight to the top of the West Coast Wrestling Company, and nobody was going to get in my way. None of the talent, not even my boss. So when all that came to pass, I had a little conversation with Mr. Gary Yap. And what did Gary say to me? He said, Ric Ellis, you are the future of this business. You are the man to go above and beyond anything this business has ever seen. Ric Ellis, you are the man to make professional wrestling not only everything that it used to be, but take it to even greater heights. So me being naive, I shook Gary Yap's hand. I welcomed him. And in turn, Gary Yap became my biggest supporter. Road trips, different wrestling companies, we did it all. But what happened? Well, all the stories are true. Gary Yap doesn't pay any of the workers, huh? He didn't pay me. You can't pay me what you claimed you were going to, Gary? Is that the problem? Well, you sent me an email saying I'm not good enough yet. You sent me the email saying I'm not at that level yet. Then at the end, you say, in no way is this a knock on me personally. No way is this trying to talk me down. But all it did, Gary, was upset me. All it did, Gary, was piss me off. All because you couldn't pay me. That's all you had to do. You just had to stand up and be a man about it instead of hiding behind your little bullshit lies. So, Gary, you thought you saw something when I took out Impact Adam Ginsberg? This is what you've since created. You've created a monster within Ric Ellis. You thought destruction was on my mind before? You haven't seen nothing yet. Because now Ric Ellis doesn't need a support system. Ric Ellis doesn't need anybody having his back. Ric Ellis has himself and himself only. Which brings me to February 27th, the salute to the troops. You got two individuals vying for my championship, vying for the West Coast Heavyweight Championship. You got Chris Evans and you got Matt Twisted. I can't think of any two people that I would rather take out my aggression and rage on than Chris Evans and Matt Twisted. Chris Evans, make no mistake about it. I've said it before, you're one of the finest professional wrestlers to ever come out of Southern California. But you are not on Ric Ellis' level. I beat you to become the West Coast Heavyweight Champion. And there's no way in hell that I'm going to let you defeat me. And Matt Twisted, let's talk about you for a second. You like all your hardcore blood and guts. You like your steel chairs. You like your thumbtacks. You like your tables. That's fine, but that's not going to get the job done come February 27th. You want to talk about February 27th being a salute to the troops? February 27th is going to be a salute to Ric Ellis. Because come February 27th, a new beginning is coming to the West Coast Wrestling Company. Because the Ric Ellis era has officially just begun.